Let's start. Number 1. In July 1996, a family of 4 German tourists, Egbert Rimkus, his girlfriend Cornelia Meyer, and her 2 young sons Georg and Max, came to California for a summer vacation. They rented a Plymouth Voyager van and decided to visit the hottest place on Earth, Death Valley. It was 120 degrees Fahrenheit that day. They drove deep into the desert, far off the main roads, and soon their vehicle got stuck in the sand. With no cell service, no map that showed the remote trails, and very little water, they were stranded in the middle of nowhere. For days, search teams tried to find them, but the vast desert gave no clues. Only their abandoned van, filled with empty water bottles, melted candles, and a note written in German begging for help. 13 years later, in 2009, hikers discovered their bones scattered miles away from the car. The family had tried to walk across the desert to find help, but the scorching heat and dehydration took their lives one by one. Number 2. In May 2024, Mohammed Shehzad Khan, a 31-year-old traveler from Pakistan, set out on a journey across the Rub al-Khali, also known as the Empty Quarter, the largest continuous sand desert in the world. He was traveling with a group of friends, exploring the vast golden dunes of southern Saudi Arabia, but during the scorching afternoon heat, their vehicle broke down deep in the desert, far from any road or signal. While others stayed with the car hoping for help, Shehzad decided to walk in search of water or phone reception. The temperature was over 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to burn skin and dehydrate a person in minutes. He never made it back. Hours later, rescue teams found him lifeless on the sand, just a few kilometers away from the broken vehicle. Number 3. Over 2,500 years ago, Cambyses II. The king of Persia sent an army of Harsai, 50,000 soldiers, across the Egyptian desert to conquer the distant oasis of Siwa. The mission was to punish the priests there who refused to recognize his rule. The soldiers marched into the western desert, carrying weapons, food, and hopes of victory. But as they crossed the endless dunes, a massive sandstorm, one of the worst in history, swept through the desert. For days, fierce winds buried everything in sight. When the storm finally calmed, the entire army had vanished, swallowed by the sands. No one ever returned. Ancient writings told of their disappearance, and for centuries it was considered a myth, until archaeologists found human bones, weapons, and Persian artifacts scattered in the desert. Subscribe the channel for similar content and give you suggestions in comment section.